Hello, my name is Lee Fowler, and I'm going to show you how to make a tuna fish sandwich. First, you're going to need to get your supplies ready. You're going to need a can opener, a teaspoon, a knife, and a fork. You will also need 2 bowls. You will need a plate to put your bread and fixings on. You will need mayonnaise, of course. You will need a loaf of bread or 2 pieces of bread. And of course you will need your tuna fish. Okay, let's get started. First thing you want to do is get one of your bowls out and ready. Then you want to take the can opener and cut the lid off of your tuna. Now, I like to cut it 3/4 of the way open, but don't leave it completely open, or don't cut the top completely off. Get it about 3/4 of the way cut, and then stop. Don't cut the lid completely off. Then what you want to do is squeeze the excess juice or oil off into that bowl. So just squeeze as hard as you can and squeeze all the juice off into that bowl. Just squeeze it until it is completely dry, or no water is left. Okay, and once you get that squeezed out, you now want to take the fork you have and pry open the lid, thus exposing all the tuna fish. Pour off this water, a little more. Okay, you then can set that bowl that you squeezed all the water or oil into to the side. You won't be needing that no more. You then take the other bowl that you have and rake out all the tuna fish in the can into the bowl. This is into the clean bowl. Okay, now that your can's empty, you can place it to the side as well. You can throw it away. Okay, now you can see you have all the tuna inside your clean new bowl that you have used. You now want to take your mayonnaise and take that tablespoon dipper that you have and take maybe 1 heaping scoop of mayonnaise. Maybe 2. We'll say 2. Okay. That should be all the mayonnaise you need. 2 tablespoons. Okay. You should be done with the mayonnaise entirely now, so you can also put the lid back on it and set it to the side as well, along with your tablespoon dipper. You will not need it no more either. Okay. What you then want to do is take the same fork you used earlier and mix the mayonnaise up with the tuna fish. Mix it up thoroughly, that way it's even and consistent. You don't want the mayonnaise lumped on one side or the tuna fish to be separate from the mayonnaise and vice versa. So just mix it all up best you can. Stir it until you get it nice and even. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of tuna fish separate, there's not a whole lot of mayonnaise separate. Nice and even. Okay, so now your tuna fish is ready. Now you need to prepare your bread. So, what you want to do is simply get 2 pieces of bread and put them on your plate. And then you should be done with your bread. You can wrap it back up, tie it back up, and set it to the side. Okay. You then want to take your first piece of bread and put about half of what's in the bowl onto that bread. There's enough tuna fish here for 2 sandwiches. So since I'm making one, I'm only going to use half. You could take the other half and wrap it up in saran wrap or aluminum foil and put it in the refrigerator and use it for later. So we'll take half of what we had in the bowl and just clump it onto the bread. Okay. And once you get it clumped up on the bread, you're going to take the knife that you had, I showed you earlier, and just spread it out evenly like how you would do butter or jelly or even mayonnaise. Just make sure it's spread out evenly across the bread. You don't want it all to one side or anything like that. You want it to where it's even, no clumps. You don't want no dry spots in it because then it makes it nasty. Okay. So now that we're nearing the end, one of the final steps is to take the other half of your bread and simply put it on top. And there you have a perfectly good tuna fish sandwich that is ready to eat and enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'm Lee Fowler, and that's how you make a tuna fish sandwich.